Hello everyone and welcome back to Black Dahlia. Today, it is time to finally meet Walter Penske at Sunnyvale Rest Home.
Sunnyvale seemed harmless enough, but I knew some strings had been pulled to lock Mr. Penske away. I thought it best not to stir up any more trouble than was necessary, so I looked for a nice, quiet way in. The back door into the laundry room did the trick. It wasn't long before I found Mr. Penske's room.
This room is restricted, sir.
I've got clearance.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be out of your way in a minute. Now, Mr. Penske, I don't have time to fight with you today. Take it.
Mr. Penske, I'm Jim Pearson. I'm with the COI.
The COI, you say? Well, it's about time.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dennis Hopper. He finally makes an appearance even though he has top billing in this game. Kind of an interesting point to make between Black Dahlia and Ripper is that Black Dahlia doesn't really have a whole lot of actors compared to Black Dahlia, and are not as frequent in this game.
I've reason to believe that you were working on something that's all mixed up in my own investigations. Can you tell me what it was you were working on?
Huh. That's what got me into this pickle in the first place. Do you believe in the supernatural, son? In spirits of darkness and forces beyond man's control?
No, sir, I don't. It all seems like a bunch of stuff out of pulp magazines and radio shows.
I didn't believe him much either. Everyone thinks I went crazy. But I've seen things. Strange things. And if your case is at all tied up in this mess that I was investigating, you better be prepared.
Yes, sir.
You don't believe me? Someday you will.
I found these in your office, sir. Professor Strauss's daughter helped to explain them a little bit. And I've also found some similar markings on some papers belonging to a group that goes by the name of the Brotherhood of Thule. But I can't make heads or tails out of it.
You ever hear about a gem called the Black Dahlia?
Just from the reports in your case file, sir.
The Dahlia. That's what it's all about, my boy. That's what it's all about.
Well, what is this Dahlia?
It's pure evil. Is what it is. It feeds on blood sacrifice. Many men have tried to uncover its secrets and gain its power, and many men have been driven mad by it. You find the Dahlia. Destroy it. That's the only thing that will make sense of this for you.
Geez, he doesn't beat around the bush, does he? He also doesn't speak up either. But yeah, we're gonna get a whole lot of information in this video, let's just say that.
I'm not sure why, sir, but my instincts are telling me that the Torso Killer's mixed up in all of this somehow.
Will you follow your gut, son? The Torso Killer's at the center of all this madness.
But how?
How many victims has he claimed?
8, at least that's all we know of.
Oh, you must find him quickly then. His bloody work requires a sacrifice of 9 men and women. If the prophecy of the ritual is true.
But how can I find him? The police have been working on this case already for months, and they're still no closer to tracking him down. Do you know who he is?
Oh, I don't know who the killer is. But I was getting close, I'll tell you. That's why I was put in here. I was getting too close. Why, if they hadn't have locked me away, I would have had that man by now. Lousy bureaucrats. The doctors and nurses here aren't any better. They feed me pills all day, when I could be out doing a job. But they don't give a rat's ass about a good day's work. All they want is government money. FDR giving handouts to everybody, stakes a palm in the air. I wondered when you were going to stop by, Doc. It's been a while since I've been poked and prodded. You know, I feel like a slice of prime beef. You know that? What time is it? Seems like you were just here. So what you got for me now, Doc, huh?
No! Watch out!
Oh, maybe you shot in the
No!
head.
Mr. Penske! No!
What's What's happened?
It's the strangest thing. I keep having these weird, no, it's nothing. It's...
The man with the cane.
How did you know?
I've seen him in my dreams as well.
In your investigation, sir, did your evidence ever direct you to a place called the Raven Room?
No, nothing solid. More a suspicion than anything else.
What did you suspect?
Well, that the nightclub was a front for something far more sinister. I mean, it wasn't long after I started putting my nose into their business that I was sent away here. There's some powerful people behind that club. If you're investigating them, better watch your step.
You were troubled by dreams too?
Yes. My dreams were violated by an evil man. He wielded a cane. And he drove me to the brink of insanity.
But how's this possible?
He who controls the Dahlia has the power to control dreams. But, I found a way of stopping them.
How?
There are 3 talisman. Sheltered by the wing of the raven, protected by the fangs of the wolf, and guided by the wisdom of the dragon. The raven feather shelters you from dreams, but if you had the other 2 items, you could fight back against your attacker.
This is too much. It's like something out of the shadow.
It's your only hope.
All right. Where can I find these things?
You'll find the raven feather in my office. Inside my copy of the Crusades. But you'll need all 3 talisman if you wish to confront your tormentor. The others will be more difficult to obtain. You'll need to get close to your attacker for those. Look for the totems of the wolf and the dragon. Return here with all 3, and I'll show you how to fight back against your attacker.
Load of hooey. All right, I'll be back as soon as I can get my hands on the voodoo trinkets.
Talisman. Yeah, it's good.
I can't help you until you've found all 3 talisman.
Talisman. Jeez. Yeah, he does sound a little bit crazy, like just kind of pulling and dumping all that information on us, but we at least have something to go on. Heck, if the dreams are just going to get worse from here on out with that crazy man with the cane, then who knows? Let's just see if Mulhaven's around in Flanagan's.
I followed my lead to Flanagan's, an upscale cat house that catered to the whims of their clients. Inside the rat's nest of sleazy businessmen, I found Mulhaven.
This is a private room.
I'm Jim Pearson from the COI. I've got a few questions.
I'm sure I have nothing to say to you.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you want to talk about this.
Where did you get that?
That's not important. What's important is you answer my questions, you cooperate, and I won't have to show this little photograph to anyone else.
Beat it.
I doubt that Flanagan's actually is an orphanage. Seems more like a front.
I want to know why Vaughn has his blackmailing you. What's he after?
He wants to get into the Raven Room. There's a party.
Party? You're gonna have to do better than that.
I swear it. It's true.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. A German diplomat blackmails an important American industrialist, not for state secrets, not for money or political votes, but to get into a party?
It's true, I swear it. I don't know why he wants to get in, but he does.
You must have some idea.
He's looking for something. He says it was stolen and smuggled out of Germany. I have no idea what it is. I swear it.
Smuggled out of Germany. We need to know more.
What can you tell me about this Raven Room?
It's just a social club, like any other. It's popular. Exclusive.
You're not giving me very much. Maybe you'll be a little bit more cooperative if I toss you in jail for collaborating with a German spy.
Okay. Okay. On the whole, that's all it is. But there's an inner circle. First, I thought it was just a means of celebrating our heritage.
You mean German heritage, right?
Yes, our German heritage. Despite Hitler, there's no shame in that.
All right, so what about this inner circle? What are they up to?
Well, as I say, first I thought it was merely a means to celebrate our heritage. The ceremonial robes and secret greetings were all kind of hokey, but I could make some important business contacts and meet some very influential people. People who could help me should I decide to run for office. Seemed harmless enough. Then they took this too far. They're bent on restoring an order. An old order of knights. I was gonna leave the club,
But
you have the reason there in your hand. Von Hess won't let me out.
So we have a man who is on the inside wanting to get out this time. Huh. Geez, these three people are just all in different areas of this brotherhood.
I want to get into this party.
It's too late for that.
Don't try to put one past me.
The invitations don't go to just anyone. They're prepared very painstakingly in advance. First, you need a copy of the invitation itself. Then, it must be signed by the scribe. Finally, it must be sealed with the crest of the order. Even if I could get you the rest of it, I can't get you the seal.
Well, just so happens that we know who you are, based on the stained glass puzzle. And just so happens that we were snooping around in your room, and we also have an invitation that is just waiting for you to sign. But he is right. We don't have anything to do about the seal.
All right. Here's an invitation. And judging from the stuff you've got in your room, you're the scribe.
How did you get this?
Don't worry about it. Just sign it.
Very well. Won't do you any good without the seal.
No, it won't. Now, Mulhaven would just kind of sit around in the room and wait until he actually finished all of the steps necessary to have him sign the invitation. I have even better curses than that. But yeah, Mulhaven is on the inside trying to get out. Louis, on the other hand, was on the inside doing his job in order to hide from his past. Whereas Finster is on the outside and wants nothing to do with the inside. And then we have the Grand Sorcerer as the fourth one, which we have no knowledge on him yet. But we're back in our office because we're doing exactly what Pensky said. We need to go and find his book on the Crusades, which is on the right side here, in order to get the first talisman of the three.
This must be the raven's feather Mr. Pensky was talking about.
Supposedly, this talisman is enough to shield us from the dreams that we've been having. Don't know how much good it's actually going to do us. And we can go into the Raven's Feather. And the black on black actually works really well because you can see the hint of purple that's in it. And just so happens that we have the second talisman already, the Fang of the Wolf. Didn't know what it was until we actually got it. Unfortunately, though, we have no possible way of figuring out what the third talisman is, that Wisdom of the Dragon business. But if you hadn't done anything with the lockbox yet, this is the time to do so and head back to Louis' loft. That's why it's still available to us. So next time, we're going to figure out what we're able to do now, with one talisman still remaining. See you next time, everyone.